She's also very good at prioritizing the calls that she wants to take.
Okay, and you're very much on the list. Don't even act like you're not. I am probably in my life speaking to you second to Alex. That is it.
Oh, more than your dad?
Yes.
I love that.
I've got to tell you something. Take me off speaker.
Okay, I feel like it's only appropriate that my first official guest besides my husband is my friend.
Your best friend.
Your best friend.
In the entire world.
The whole world. Savannah Sellers. Her middle name's not Anna.
It's not, but that would be kind of fun.
I think it should be.
We'll petition.
Okay, so Savannah and I met in the NBC Page program this...
Day one.
I feel like it's a Taylor Swift song, Invisible String. Is that what that means? There's like an invisible string pulling us together, or is that supposed to be romantic?
Well, it's kind of both. I think it will one day describe my friendship, my best friendship with Taylor.
And my best friendship with you.
Yeah. It is romantic, but us meeting day one, like being such best friends is Taylor Swift song-esque.
Okay, so Savannah and I met in the NBC Page program. I feel like I slipped through the cracks. Like somehow I got into this program. Savannah was like the golden child in the Page program. If you guys aren't familiar with what the Page program is, it's like an entry-level program at NBC. It's nearly impossible to get into. It's like 2% of the applicants get in or something.
Something crazy like that. They're always like, it's more difficult than Harvard Med School, which is crazy.
Basically, I got into Harvard.
Anyone who gets in, right?
Yeah, I got into Harvard.
Okay.
It is like wildly competitive, and Savannah had like internships and everything, and like all of like the qualifications.
My entire life was leading up to that moment.
Her whole life is leading up to. She like manifested and worked for what she's doing right now. I could not have imagined if you wrote it for me that I would be doing this.
But look, you're so official. You have a
But
mic
here
flag.
I have mic flags. We went in different directions, but we started in the same place.
No, we started in the same place, literally. But actually, it's crazy. Like,
but isn't the weirdest thing? Think about this. You were only in the program for how long?
I know, like 2.5 months.
How is it
months?
that I was in the program? The program seemed like a hospital or something.
I know, like we were not having issues.
We were not having issues, but it is called the Page program. We were in the Page program, started at the same time, but Savannah, obviously, because she's the best, got a job in 6 minutes. And I was in the program giving tours when I wasn't on assignment.
And then he was on assignment with SNL, as you may know.
Which is the coolest thing ever.
But also, I feel like, okay, yes, the program started to get into blah, 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 blah. You're kind of, I feel, burying the lead on us starting on the same day.
Yeah.
Like, all these people come through the Page program.
Right.
We just so happened to be assigned the first day. We had the same start date.
And I'm like, this is going to be my best friend. Actually, I was like, this girl is so, oh my God, she is so by the rules. She is so
I thought you were
going
to say something else.
Which part?
I thought you were going to say, oh, this girl wears this J. Crew.
That too. Girl loves some J. Crew. She was wearing, wait, wasn't it like a pink
blazer?
Pink blazer.
White button down.
Remember
black
what I was
slacks.
wearing. What was I wearing? I don't even remember.
It was pretty cute.
Was it? My outfit.
I
or
don't
your
remember
outfit?
what you were wearing. I was so stressed I couldn't see straight. Are you kidding me? You think I retained information?
Notes and notepads. I had like my cell phone.
You wanted me to cheat on the Page test.
I did because I didn't want to. I hate taking tests.
Okay, wait. Also, we didn't tell you about that part. So part of it is you give the audience tours, like studio tours of NBC Universal. So like tourists who come to New York who are like, this is what I want to do while I'm here, which was absolutely how I was growing up and when I came to New York. So it's like this big deal, and you're getting to go behind the scenes and into the studios of SNL and the Today Show, which is obviously what I really cared about.
It's a huge deal. Like, it's very cool.
And people are coming there and they obviously want the correct information. And so you have to study and learn all of these different facts about NBC, like how many lights are in each studio and what temperature it is in the studio and all the different shows that have come out of the studio. And you were quizzed on it. And it was a really hard test. It was a long test. It was a hard test. And you had to learn it all in like 1 week. And Eric
It was like taking the SAT. I didn't. No, sure didn't. I was like, I'll
doing
learn on
a
the
tour
fly.
with Eric when we would do a tour together.
Can we even talk
We're
about that?
going to say that one story.
They would put you on tours. Like, you wouldn't get to choose who you would do a tour with. And Savannah and I think we only did like 3 tours together. There's probably a reason why. I wasn't great on the tours, and like just being with a friend.
Somebody would ask a question and be like, Savannah?
Savannah knows the answer to this. And my colleague Savannah over here, I was the personality hire.
But like, also just think about this. You're like fresh out of college. You're at 30 Rock. Like, there are television shows about 30
It's like
Rock.
the most iconic
People
job you could have.
are there. Like, they've spent their hard-earned money to like take a New York trip and to go on this this particular tourist attraction, and we're just responsible with like providing them with the information. It
I'm
is kind
the
of
face
crazy.
you see on the other end of that. Like, yeah, it was. I didn't know how to like start the tours because remember you had to like start that globe thing that they had.
Yeah, we had to play a video.
We had to play a video. I never knew how to do that.
How to push the buttons?
What
do you mean?
Honestly, they had a. No, they were like.
Doesn't surprise me that I.
No, I like could barely even figure out how to turn this thing on.
Yeah, the camera's like leaning over. Right
There was like a literal movie theater that you had to like operate, and then I would usually leave
and you
that.
had to do the NBC chimes.
Oh, those things. Yeah, I
had to do
forgot about that.
doo-doo-doo.
You would have to do the chimes. I would exit during that whole portion of it because there was a little candy shop in the. Remember, there was a gift shop.
I don't remember you doing this.
There were jelly beans, and I would always go and get jelly beans before the tour. I'm like, I gotta be hyped up. Sometimes you would get on a tour, and obviously the ones that everyone wanted to see were like the Today Show, and they wanted to see SNL. But like sometimes there were no studios available, and you would. This was bad. You would have to like make do. It was like how long was it? An hour? The tour had to be like an
45
hour.
minutes or so.
And sometimes you would get like a show that like no one really
Right.
wanted to see or had interest in, and you would have to make it like the most incredible. It was a show. We were putting on a show. We were the stars, and it was amazing. It was a time in our lives. Now we've moved on to more
And
incredible things.
remember when you went to the little part of the tour where like the tourists would do their own show?
Oh my God, you had to produce a show with the tourists. Some of those were really fun.
Yeah.
That was my favorite part because I just got to sit
Some
there
of
and
them were
watch.
hilarious.
Yeah, and they would like give a weather report.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that.
But that's how we met. What did you think of me at first?
I was like, who is this girl? And she's going to make my life a living hell. And she did.
You're still trying to shake me.
I was still trying to shake her and Jeremy.
Yeah, really?
He
Your
like
two
squatted in
worst
my
nightmares.
apartment. I'm like, oh my God, the two of them together.
Wait, look at this though. I have a surprise for you.
What?
I meant to show you this when I first arrived at your apartment and I forgot.
Make sure you're holding this. They're very sensitive. Whoa, the Photoshop on that.
Look at this picture of us.
That's awful. I don't even know if it's in focus, but thank God it's not. What was I photoshopping? I look like an alien.
Like an extra in Twilight.
I
Put it
look
back in
like
front of the
I
thing.
look like an extraterrestrial. Who decided that was a good idea? So we used to do fun little photo shoots, and remember we wanted to have a thing called the Uptown Rundown. It was gonna be like a blog.
I think that's what that picture was for.
Probably. I ironically got an email the other day
look
for
at
that
that.
saying that it
There's
was about
Jer.
to expire. Oh,
I know.
wow.
I have so many old pictures of us. Look at this.
I hated that beanie. Oh my God. I used to wear a beanie everywhere.
Look at this.
And a blazer. What was I wearing?
And these dog tags.
I was literally broke wearing fake David Yurman dog tags and
You look so cute
that
here.
jacket I did like actually.
Yeah, you look cute in this one.
That was like straight off the Calvin Klein runway, and I don't know who I had to sleep with to get that at that point in my life. Like, I think I was like, what was I doing? How did I afford that?
I don't know, but you looked cute in that.
It was like a $2,000 jacket, and I was making $12.99 an hour.
yeah.
with overtime.
Remember our first apartments?
Oh my God. Paige. Oh, Paige.
That's our other best friend.
She didn't die. She just
She just had to sleep in a twin bed next to a.
radiator. She would literally come out to dinner. I'm like, Paige, what happened? And she's like, oh, I burned myself again on the radiator. It was like against her head. She's a sport. I love her so much.
And
I love
you were like on floor 1000 with no elevator.
fifth floor walk up. That's why Jeremy wouldn't leave the apartment. I'm like, I gotta get
yeah.
rid of this guy. But the best with Paige was, so we became friends all sort of around the same time. And
Well, no, I brought you Paige.
well, yeah, you brought Paige to me, but like we all met. Like I probably met Paige a month
okay,
after
fine.
meeting you.
Yeah.
Like
But I'm your best friend.
best friend. But I met Paige like not too long after meeting Savannah, and then like 2 years later, Paige says to me, she goes, "Well, you know, it's really nice that we've just become friends." And I
Oh,
was
yeah.
like,
Oh, I forgot about this.
"What?"
Literally years into the friendship.
I was like, "But
But that's so Paige.
just became friends," and she was
Words
like,
of
"Yeah,
affirmation,
like,
girly,
you
so am I."
didn't." She's like, "You didn't really like me in the beginning." I'm like, flashing back through every moment of my existence with her, and I'm like, at what point did I indicate that I hated you? Like, I never thought that I didn't like you.
You just had never been like, sit with me.
I just
I
thought we
love
were
you,
good
and
friends.
you are my friend.
I was like,
which
we're-
is what she needed.
I mean, now Paige is like, I feel like the best thing about my friends in New York is that they really do feel like family. Like, Savannah is family to me. Paige, family. That, by the way, makes her day. She tracks my location.
Oh, big time. Yeah, I noticed how in your first episode you talked about that and you didn't call me your best friend. You said, my friend Savannah.
She tracks my location. She will welcome me back to New York when I'm on vacation.
Yeah, or when I can tell that he's in a moving car that's slowing here at his apartment, I go, welcome home.
It's like Siri is with me or something. welcome home. I'm like,
Isn't it nice to know you are loved and to know that
I'm
should
stalked?
something be wrong, I would figure it out.
Well, I would hope you would. You're a news anchor. Get to the bottom of it, journalist.
Well, for that too, but I just mean if you were like somewhere that you shouldn't be because you were being held hostage or something, I would know it.
She is such a journalist, though. It's actually wild. She will get to the bottom of any story. Like, there's no getting out of a lie with her. She'll find it out.
I
couldn't imagine being Alex and trying to surprise you. Like, good luck to him and for the rest of your life. Like, trying to plan a surprise with you must be...
Yeah, it's probably not fun at all.
exhausting.
Yeah.
He's the
I think
best.
just life with me, period.
He's too good for all of us.
Yeah, Alex
really.
is the best. That's my husband.
Alex, you better be watching this.
Yeah, you better be listening and supporting us and Eric's.
My best. So I immediately left NBC, not because of any reason, but I got a job at People Magazine. Terrible decision. But I got a job at People, and Savannah...
Isn't it insane that I've never left there?
No, you've been there since day one.
Yeah.
Like, that's the craziest part is most people like leave and maybe they'll come back. NBC has a way of like pulling people back into NBC. Like, it's hard to leave that. It is a great company to work for. And it's hard to leave. Even the Page program, it felt like a family. Like, it was so depressing on my last day and they like march you out of the building. It was so depressing.
I know.
I think I cried. I didn't
Did
want
you
to
do
leave.
a clap out?
I don't remember.
So that was this thing where when you were leaving the Page program, you would give one final tour and then all the pages that like were available during that hour would come and like make a tunnel and they would clap for you as you came out. But
It was like a
also
huddle,
for
like for sports.
all the people that were in the tour and they were like so confused.
They were so confused by the huddle.
Why
are
are
we a part of this? Yeah.
But that was an emotional moment. And
they
my
probably
dad
knew not to do that for
brought
me.
my grandma. My grandma was in a wheelchair and they were like part of the clap out. It was a whole thing.
I forgot your dad came in town.
I know. Wasn't that cute?
And didn't I do the tour with you?
I think you did. I'm sure that they did that for us.
Also, they probably didn't give me a clap out because the stuff that I would say on the tours when I was like, I had like a year. Is that my super vacuuming outside? I hope these mics don't pick that up. Jorge, this is a working set.
This mic is hot.
Oh my God, it's like you've been on set before.
Your face.
I don't think they can hear it. If anyone needs to know, there's a vacuum going on. Direct perks of being in New York again and not Nantucket.
Wait, it's literally right outside your door.
No, he does this every day. Like, it's all day. I mean, I love Jorge. He's great. But, like, the vacuuming is... I'm like, how dirty is the hallway? No, it's getting louder. Thanks, Jorge. Never mind.
I'm dying. It's like he's about to come through the door.
I feel like you guys need to hear this. If I point it in this direction, can you hear it? No, these mics are pretty good. So then I had my last day. I went to People Magazine. You stayed and like worked your way up through the NBC ranks, which is like, for what Savannah does, it's actually wild that someone was able to just like stay.
Oh my God, you're being so nice to me.
You have PR on speaker.
Yeah, keep it coming.
No, it's wild. Like, most people who are like journalists and like go on like the Today Show and have their own show on Peacock, by the way. Check it out.
Wherever you stream.
Which, by the way, I recently learned how to access it.
No, I can't. I know. It's like you're my grandma. Like, I've explained it 100 times.
I'm like, Savannah,
and
it's
then
on
literally
my
I get a
TV.
text from him one day he accidentally turned it on. And he's like, wait, oh my God, you're on right now. And I'm like, yeah, every day at this time.
I've been doing this for years.
Every day at this time.
But wait,
The
remember?
worst is when he calls me during my show. It's like, so you clearly have literally no clue what I'm doing.
No, I do have a clue. And I'm like, it's a commercial. Pick up.
Sometimes initially it wasn't that.
Sometimes
You
I'll
were
call her
just calling
during the
my
Today Show. And I'm like, it's
Yeah,
commercial.
If he knows I'm filling in, he will. Or FaceTime me.
I'm watching the weather and you're not delivering it.
This is true. He does this all the time.
It's wild. You're so professional. I can never do what you do. Because I would see a call mid this stupid show, and I'd be like, oh, wait, hold on. I have to take this.
Well, I mostly don't look at my phones while I'm actively reading. Like, if it's in a commercial break or if it's in a package, I'll check in. Or obviously that's where you're also getting news alerts, or
Yeah.
our boss could text us something that she wants us to throw in the show or whatever. But yeah, I'm not like actively awaiting phone calls while my mouth is moving on live television.
Yeah, that would cause a little bit of chaos. Be like,
Yeah.
wait, hold on. My mom. Actually, it'd probably be your dad.
Eric also
Your
always
dad
wants
would-
me to say words.
I try to feed her speech. I'm like, wait, give me a wink on camera. Sometimes she'll do it, but sometimes I'm watching the rerun and then I get really annoyed. I'm like, why are you not doing
he'll
it?
ask me to do something when my show's in a re-air, and I'm like, I'm not live, because he's like,
Why aren't you flipping your
not
hair?
awake while I'm live. But when it's like appropriate, and when it's just like he'll say like a random word he wants me to throw in, and when it's like,
You know what it
we're
was?
just talking about silly things, like I'll slip a word in there for
Because
you.
we used to do this during the Page program. I didn't do it
Oh,
with
yeah.
you. With our friend Pat, who's hilarious.
Yeah.
He
Also a Page.
Also a Page. Pat and I would give each other words to incorporate on these tours, but his words would be crazy. Like, I remember I had to use the phrase bucking bronco once. And I was like,
I did not know where you were going with this.
what? And I made it work. I was in Studio 3B. Is that Brian Williams? Is that Nightly News? I'm telling you, they ingrain it in your brain. You will never lose the NBC facts.
How did you work bucking Bronco?
I was like, this is where Brian Williams delivers the Nightly News. Brian Williams, real bucking Bronco. And then I just like rolled it into the next thing.
Were they all like...
They were like, Well, I think like my energy throughout the tours was like kind of, I was never like the driest one. Like you would sometimes get on a tour and people would just like, it was dry. And I'm like, come on,
and that
people.
was actually something hard about the tour because you were always you were with other people randomly.
Yeah.
And like you didn't know everybody. There were I don't know, 100 of us or something.
Yeah,
like,
and you
didn't really know
like
everybody.
60.
60.
And
so
you could like secretively or not so secretively hate the person.
Okay, well, I don't agree with that, but you would just be like, I don't really know you. I don't know the vibe. Are you a straight shooter on the tour? Are you trying to spice it up a little?
It took some time to learn the vibes.
Yeah.
And like my vibe was always like, let's give these people the show of a lifetime.
Now, can I tell you something? I can't remember if we've talked about this or not. That something I cried about this, but like happy tears. Because so they've redone the tour.
Oh, and you're on it.
Yeah, and I'm part of it where I like do like a video presentation about how the broadcast operation all works, like how like it goes through these 5 cables and across, basically.
The broadcast operations center.
I will never forget. Called the Magic Hour.
We can't go into it. We only have 30 minutes and we've already taken up 28. I have a whole episode.
Okay, well then host me.
Okay. Can you explain? No, just kidding. No, but actually, I do want to know because I see on social media, like your day to day, because you get in looking like you stuck your tongue in an electrical socket, and 30 minutes later, you look like a news anchor. And I'm like, what is the magic that these people do behind the scenes
to make you look
presentable?
Witchcraft. It's crazy. Yeah, I do love to share on my Instagram what I look like when I arrive.
What do you call it? Square hair.
Well, my natural hair, I have very curly hair and my root is really crazy and I don't know what the deal is, but most of the time when I sleep and then when I wake up, is it not like it's like a hard angle?
It's a square.
It's a square. So like my hair goes like this.
Sometimes we get like
this.
A trapezoid. It is like octagon
or a lot
shape.
of times like in this back area, they'll be like just like one big thick like woo.
Do you ever find anything in it?
No, I'm not like dirty. I'm just a crazy sleeper. Yeah, there's like a bird in there in a nest.
Oh my God, what kind of a bird?
Shut up. So anyway,
there's like a New York pigeon.
Yeah, that's it exactly. I just share it because I think it's crazy and I think it's amazing that they do the work that they do. And I am like a very like no filter kind of vibe.
But how do you,
know
are
what I mean?
you, because like I've read off a teleprompter and I'm like fine at it, but like if I had to do like an entire news show.
Well, and actually, do you want to know something crazy from behind
do
the
you
scenes?
Like read the notes before?
Of course.
So it's not just like, let's just wing this.
Oh my gosh. No, I would never read it cold. I read the whole script and rewrite it.
But what time is your show on?
7. If you go to NBC News Now, wherever you stream, and that includes Hulu, Roku, Tubi, Tubby, I don't know what it's called. Everywhere, basically. Peacock, YouTube TV.
I saw it on the Peacock.
NBC News Now. And I'm on from 7 a.m. to noon Eastern.
It's nonstop. You can't.
Yeah,
you
it's
can't lose
5
it.
hours, but not all live. But anyway,
Did you just say "nar" like an Australian?
I didn't mean to. I would say they're not all.
Nar. Oh, nar. So that explains it. I thought you just like were reading the whole time, and then you had to like ad lib.
No, I go in very early, and then I check in. Scripts are usually there's stuff to start reading that's been done by my team. There's like it's not just me; it's a whole team of people. By around 5:30 in the morning.
Okay.
So then I start going in and reading through, rewriting, saying, is this really the right way to characterize it? Or I think I want to ask this question. Or sometimes I'll just say in this segment, for example, this morning when we discussed Taylor Swift's engagement, I was like, I'm ad-libbing this.
Yeah.
I'm ad-libbing this. So like these questions are good, but just basically I just want time cues. So like I'm going to ask whatever I want and you're going to tell me, you have 3 minutes, you have 2 minutes, whatever.
Time cues, just like Taylor.
Yeah.
She's got the clicking in her ear. I've seen it on TikTok.
No,
Have you seen that?
Well, and it's the background of I could do it with a broken heart.
I know. I love that.
I know.
When I tell you, this girl knows. This could be a
Now?
good transition.
Is this the time?
Is this the time we talk about it? You want to see someone go crazy? Can we get into all of the Easter eggs. I want to talk about this first. We'll talk about the engagement, but I want to talk about the Easter eggs that led up to her most recent album because like everyone, I feel like it's a little crazy. Like people clown a little bit and I'm like, okay, is that an Easter egg? But I feel like like the real Easter eggs. Like what do you think the actual Easter eggs are?
What are you saying? What about what? About the life of a showgirl?
Yes. Like do you think that like obviously that orange door at the end of her concert was for sure an Easter egg.
Right. And she like said that as much. Like I was proud of the fans to notice that was the orange is the color of this album and the era, but also like I'm going to step through this door.
Through the door, exactly, into the next era. Like we knew that there was going to be something coming and it is now this. But like the color scheme, like do you think like her dresses are really...
I know. Well, and have you seen all the stuff that's like, was she planning this with the color combos of the 1989 outfits like during the tour?
Yeah, like, but also like how far... Do you think she's like sitting in a meeting like one day with these people and she's like, this is what I'm going to do on my tour? Like aren't there a million other things going on in that girl's head besides like, let me drop an Easter egg?
I mean, yeah, but somehow that's why she's superhuman and she is who she is because she's somehow able to be doing it all.
Do you think she's just warped backwards from at what point?
I always think about that. Like
when is the end?
How far out is it right now that we don't know about where things are coming? I mean, I think, I think, okay, if I'm like realistically, I would imagine that a few years out right now, she already has her plans, maybe like 3. And so she's
you think
thinking,
she sticks to that timeline? Like obviously she didn't know she was going to get engaged.
Well, also like I think a really good example of it could change for sure.
Yeah.
But maybe she's still like, she keeps some themes like the orange color has been talked about a lot for like, was there the disappeared album of Karma, which is a whole different rabbit hole we could go down. And was that album's color orange? And then now all of a sudden we're seeing orange as the life of a showgirl.
Got it.
But we also know, for example, that the life of a showgirl, she's told us, was being recorded during the Eras tour. So that was not that long ago.
Right.
You know what I mean? That was in the last year when she was on the European leg of it. And she's like going to Sweden in between to work with Max Martin and Shellback on it. So we know that like this album was like concepted during the Eras tour. So like that obviously wasn't the plan for that far out. And I do think that she's very like live inspired by her life, which she also said that's what's going on this album. Right. Where like she's living her life and then that's what she's releasing music about. Now, do I think, as we've seen with from the vault tracks and stuff, does she have like a whole bunch of stuff stored up that could be released as the next album because it's like, oh, you know,
right, like it's all already like created.
And then that is like art and like Easter eggs and things that she keeps in mind to put out there later.
Right.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, like I saw like a photo of her wearing an like earrings at what was it, the Grammys, and it had like whatever the number of like do you think like that or do you really believe that?
I don't know. Do you think the 47 on
what's
the one
with the 47?
album? I know. Well, how many times she said it, but then also like, have you seen the thing where on the Life of a Showgirl, one of the vinyl special editions with the yellow feathers, where it's like this hand looks like a 4
and the other one looks like a 7. Yeah. She's holding it like this.
Even also like, let me brag about Alex for a minute, and you know this, like my husband actually does love Taylor, and he's
a huge fan.
Have you seen the 4 and the 7 on her hands on the album cover?
Yeah, she keeps like doing the 4 and 7. And how about the sourdough thing?
Well, now we were going into the territory of like
Super Bowl.
Well, yes, but just okay. My thing with Taylor that you know, and I feel like we're pretty much in the same boat about this. I'm maybe just a little bit.
No, you are so much next level.
Okay,
I'm like, wow. Love her music, most unbelievable concert.
That is so not true. Oh, now you're trying to. Oh, I host this, so I'm going to be serious. That is absolutely false. We both just want to be friends with her.
No, believe me, everyone watching this knows that I am a freak Taylor fan. I know the music. I know like some of the facts. You go deep. Like I remember the first time, maybe not the first time, probably the first time I met Savannah. She told me her deepest, darkest secret. Can we say it?
I don't know what it is, so go ahead. Oh, yes. Ed, go ahead. I
Savannah,
probably was the first time I met you.
It probably was like within the first hour. Savannah gets severely, and I can relate to this. I literally just posted a video on my TikTok the other day about this. Severely depressed after Taylor Swift concerts because she's not friends with her.
Yeah, no, that's exactly right. I've been to a lot of Taylor Swift concerts in my life, including some alone, and especially in my college period. Yeah, whenever she would come to Denver. Most of the time I went with people like Paige, but then we didn't, whatever. I like in college after I went multiple nights in a row at the Pepsi Center, then it was like I didn't go to class the next day because I know.
Is there drilling?
What's happening?
I can't film this podcast here. I'm going to have to get a studio. Is he vacuuming again?
I think he's vacuuming on the next floor.
Is he in my walls? How many walls are in this place?
It's going to be done.
He's done. Well, we went to the Philly concert together.
Yeah, we did.
You were like 3 rows next to me.
I know. Because I get sad that I'm not friends with her. And honestly, even like covering her, and I've said this like before on TV and stuff, like I obviously like covering her because I'm talking about it like 90% of my personal lifetime.
Yeah, but also
so why
I
not
feel
make
like
it professional?
you should be someone that she's friends with. You would be a normal
It's the
fan.
nicest
You're
thing
not
you've
like,
ever said to me.
no, I'm serious. I'm not just saying that because like I've said that before, haven't
Yeah,
I?
yeah.
I mean,
Just
she's
reiterating it.
with famous people. Like she's like, okay, I'm a huge fan of your craft, but like
Right.
we can separate the craft from the person.
Right. But see, also, don't you get what I'm saying about covering it? Because the other thing about
If
our
you hang
lives
out,
that
you're not
is
going to give
true-
away secrets.
Well, right. But also, like, the thing about our lives that's true, which is crazy to say and also very cool, is like we do like overlap circles a lot.
Yeah, we
like,
do.
We
It's
literally
so
are
annoying.
members at a club that
I
she's
know.
at all the time.
Always.
And including the night that the podcast dropped.
I know.
She was there.
Right there.
We weren't.
I wasn't.
Thanks a lot for not being here. Anyway, but like
Where was
what
I?
if
Nantucket?
if I'm like covering her constantly, like on
Yeah.
a national platform, and then I run into her at that club?
You were
I'm gonna
sitting
be
at
like,
dinner next to her that one night.
I know this
That was
happens
crazy.
all the time.
I know.
It's like that's the girl that talks about me on NBC News. Like I don't want to be that because I want
Right.
to be your friend. Like that would be weird. So
Yeah.
anyway, I'm just basically explaining my psychosis and also
See,
the
I'm psycho about
cognitive
her, but
dissonance I have about this.
I'm also like that with Gaga. Like Gaga,
But you also like love Taylor and would be friends with her in a way where like I know that you feel the same way. I just take everything to the next level always.
no, you don't. You're totally rational.
Anyway, I want to be a friend. I feel like one day we will be. I also feel though like it's got to be like, like I think here's my new thing.
Okay.
That in my life, I feel like I will maybe also do like some creative endeavors, like not
Yeah.
just like the news. Like in addition to that, like you know
Right.
there are all these people who like also write a book, or
Write a
have these
book,
other
yeah.
things going on, where I will
She
creatively
has a lot to say.
cross paths with her, or like maybe I'm gonna write a movie or a show and I'm gonna use a Taylor song in it, and I'm gonna have to like discuss that with her. And then
You
she's
should
gonna,
write an
like-
album.
Well, maybe I'll become a songwriter.
I would totally support
And
that.
maybe I'll
Can you
sing.
write like that though?
No, I don't know. I've never tried. Probably not.
Can you sing?
Writing a book, sounds so fun. Writing songs sounds like I would
Well,
think
'cause
everything
also
I
you
wrote was
read.
embarrassing.
I don't read.
Yeah. Also, though, you are like this with Gaga, and I can't even deal with you in the mayhem.
The Gaga thing, oh my God, it's insane. I don't know what's happening. I am manifesting. I'm actually not. I'm just TikToking. That's all I'm doing. I literally posted basically Savannah's line. I'm like, I get so depressed after concerts because I'm not friends with Gaga. And Gaga commented on my friggin' video saying, we are friends. And I was like, huh?
No, like that's dreams.
I know. And so then the other day, I get invited by Citibank.
And you had bought tickets for one, and
I
that's
bought
like what
tickets
your
for
plan
one.
was, and then you get this email.
I get this email and I'm sitting at dinner and I like look at this thing. It looks like AI sent it. And I'm like, this is fake. So I open it and I'm like, I shut the whole table up. I'm like, everyone shut your mouths. Shut up. And I get everyone quiet. And I'm like, I think
How many people were quiet?
like 6. I silenced the whole restaurant. I stood up and I'm like, shut up.
Wait, where was this? Where were you?
Like a beautiful restaurant in south of France. And no one spoke English. So I'm like, s'il vous plaît. Whatever. Shut up in French.
Okay, and?
So I get this email and I'm like, I think I'm going to the concert. And Jeremy's like, I know. And I'm like, no, I think I'm going again. So my manager responds and I'm like, get me those tickets. I'm like, whatever you do, get me those tickets. And she goes, I don't think they're paying. I'm like, I don't care.
Right.
So I end up getting the tickets sent to me and I don't check it for like a few days. I just like didn't even think to like look at my email, like
okay.
what are the seats? So I get the seats in my like Ticketmaster account and it says section A, which like I was like, okay, that's on the floor. Row 18. And I'm like, okay, being far back on the floor is not bad because there's like the whole catwalk.
Right.
So I'm like, I don't care. Seats 18 and 19. I'm like, oh, okay. On the floor, amazing. Free tickets, amazing. All the way on the outside, whatever. It's fine. So I thought I was like on the
Such a
end.
brat.
I thought I was like on the end. And I'm like, that's still a sick opportunity. I get there. And the rows start from the inside
Oh.
at 19. So I'm like walking in one direction and like there's like ushers walking you in. They're like, no, sir, go this way. And I'm like, what? And she goes, that's seat 19 right next to the catwalk. And I was like,
gosh.
I cried. I'm like, what? Like I thought this was a spam email and now I'm like literally going to be making, I made eye contact with her. I made
Right.
eye contact
Like
with
a
Lady
lot?
Gaga multiple times. Like she is.
Okay, so that was the first time.
So that was the first time. Then yesterday, I'm at the US Open and I get another email, like even shorter notice. I get an email from Live Nation and they're like, by the way, we have extra tickets. And I'm like, what?
Wait, it's the same people again inviting you?
Same people. And I'm
Oh,
like,
that's so
like,
nice.
did they forget?
Do they need my email?
And also, like, what happened when Taylor was touring?
Yeah, Well,
Where were you, Live Nation?
I mean, Lady Gaga, I would imagine, is also like crazy
Sold
sold
out,
out. But
completely
like
sold out.
Taylor, I feel like there were just no tickets to give.
The tickets are literally like the seats that they gave us. Those are probably $3,000 a ticket.
That's crazy. I saw somebody post literally yesterday. This was probably like a one-off thing, but a $59,000 ticket.
I
that
saw
somebody
one
was trying
this
to
morning
sell.
that was $21,000.
Yeah,
Like
I was
crazy.
Like, holy moly!
Because you're never gonna get. I don't think she's gonna do another one of these like
You don't?
arena tours. I think she's
Why?
been doing stadiums.
Oh,
She's done
I see.
stadiums. Actually, no, she's done. Actually, no, Chromatica was a stadium. Born This Way. Was
But
an
now
arena.
you're like in touch with her.
But now, hold on, it gets weirder. So I comment after that concert because I see her and I'm like, oh my God, this is the best night of my life. And I just like randomly, I'm like laying in sweats and I'm like, God, I get so depressed after these concerts because I'm just like, I'm not friends with her.
Yeah, I feel
but
that.
I feel like, I know you do. You
I
gave me
taught
the
you that.
line. And 30 minutes later, like an hour later, I get a comment. Or I see all these comments coming into my TikTok. And people are like, have we checked on Eric? Have we checked on Eric? And I'm like,
why?
But why? And I like go on my account.
This is me yesterday.
And I don't see anything. But then people keep tagging Gaga. And I go onto that video and I'm like, holy shit. She commented, you are my friend with like cool glasses. And I was like, now we're friends. Now I have to support her tonight. How could I not go to that concert? Jeremy was
course.
like, should we sell the tickets? I'm like, that's my friend. What?
Friends show up for friends.
So Stephanie, I will be there tonight with
You need to like do something about that though. You need to like capitalize on that.
what, stalker?
I don't know, just like comment back and like keep your cute videos.
Oh, I did.
With Ellie going like
I did. Oh, I know. My niece is like the biggest Gaga fan. Like it's actually crazy.
yeah, but
I
like
think I've created a little monster, no pun intended.
yeah, but I think that like I think friendship with her is attainable for you.
I don't know that she would become friends with me because I think she has like a fine line between
Fan and friend or what?
fan and friend. But like, I would also be cool. Like, I wouldn't be a fan that would
Obviously.
like leak information. Oh, so yesterday, I get this email, which I barely read, and they're like, show up at 5:10. And I'm like, 5:10, that's early. They have me get there. They make me sign an NDA. They make me lock my phone. I can't believe I buried this. They make me lock my phone in this like
I know
lock
where this is
thing.
going. Yeah.
And they're like, okay, you're coming on the stage. And I was like,
Yeah, this is so cool.
excuse me? I'm
Have
like,
you
what?
even posted about this? Like I
I
only saw
posted
when
on my
you texted
story.
it to me.
I
Okay.
posted on my story, but I'm like, on what? They're what? And they're like, you're going on the stage for the Mayhem Ball. And I'm like, what? Like, so we all got to go up on the stage. It's on my it's on my Instagram
Like who's
stories.
we all? Like how many people?
There were maybe like 30 people.
These are all like Live Nation people.
I don't know. Like, I don't know who these people were because I was just invited. I think like people can buy tickets. I think they're like maybe $400.
So for, like this experience.
This
or whatever.
experience,
Okay.
but they gave me last minute tickets 3 hours before. I was like in traffic an hour before this. Like I was freaking out in the car. I didn't
Right.
know what was happening. I saw something about an NDA, but I was like, okay, like that's weird, but fine.
You just signed it.
I'll sign anything. If my management's watching this, thanks for your hard work.
Oh my god.
And that's just, why I get myself into trouble because I
Wow.
sign things without thinking.
Crazy that you went on the stage.
Crazy. I looked at the whole thing. The whole thing is like an LED panel. It's kind of, I think, like,
Oh, like-
Taylor did.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
nuts. Also, I want to talk about your wedding
Oh, okay. Oh, I would love to.
because Savannah had the most fun wedding I've ever been to. This is terrible transition, by the
Honestly-
way.
Yeah. You saying that is like means the world.
It was the most fun. Savannah had a party that never ended. So much so
That's
that
how I like it.
the DJ it was Sunday, right? Was it Sunday or Saturday?
I don't know what day this was.
It was the same
last
DJ
day.
throughout the weekend. And
Yeah.
the last day.
We had him do like 3 different parties.
And the last day, Savannah could not figure out how this party was going to end. She was like, we need to keep going. And I'm like, do we? Because it's getting late.
It was a pool party and
I'm
everybody
exhausted.
was vibing.
It was a vibe. It was amazing. And like the DJ hit their limit mentally. And also they're like, we played all the songs. Like we ran our entire course of songs. And Savannah's like, how do I get you to stay for like a few more hours? And they said, I'll let you do it.
Yeah, I did. I offered them cash. I was like, what about this amount of cash? And then he said, ma'am, no amount of money will make us stay. We are so tired.
We are so tired. They were like crying.
And they looked like shells of themselves when I stepped back and,
I mean,
cared for their well-being for a moment. But I really wanted them to keep the party going.
I didn't care about their well-being. I was like, keep the party going. But then we went out that night and I was like, okay, I need like
Yeah,
a
and then
relaxing.
we went out that-
I need like a relaxing situation after this. So Jeremy and I were going on. Okay, this was like baller move. We went right from I've never been on a bachelorette ever.
Oh, yeah.
This bachelorette was so much fun.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm gonna keep those stories to ourselves though. 'Cause crazy happened, but like it was just like your friends are crazy. Yeah. I love them.
We did it all back to back to back. So like it was because my wedding was in Italy, partially because
so we
my
were in
husband's
Rome
family
before.
Is all in Iran, and so for them to come, they could go to Europe. Long story, whatever. And so I was like, if I'm making people travel to another country for my wedding, I'm not going to be like, but first you're going to Palm Springs for my bachelorette. No,
we
I'm not
started
gonna do
out
that.
in Rome.
So we did it the days right before, just in Italy in Rome, and it
felt
was
like
very
Mamma
like,
Mia.
come if you're able to get a couple more days off prior. If not, I'll see you at the wedding. It's going to be great. But everybody came. There was like 17 of us.
It was wild. It was so much fun. We were all, and then the guys met up with us.
Yeah.
Right. Some of the guys, not all the guys.
Some of the guys. Yeah.
Met up with us on the last night in Rome, and we all had like a fun night out in Rome, and like ventured off to this like villa in Florence, which was. We were all in one massive house. It was, I can't even express.
I know, it was so fun because it was like a hotel. And
Alex,
it was just like we took
do
up
a vow renewal, please.
He says he wants to for 5 years, which is in 2 years. I'm like, okay, maybe for 10. But
what?
No, it's a lot to be like, everybody come back from me and pretend it's my wedding.
Well, I already have the flights booked.
We still have like friends who are getting married, so it's like
it
we'll see.
was the most incredible. It was a week, right?
All staying together. Well, and then
Savannah put us all under one roof, which is Savannah's dream. Savannah's dream is honestly to keep us in a compound.
Lock
where she
doors.
can track all of our
I hide
locations.
shoes. You never leave. When people come to my house, like Eric did for the 4th of July,
she was tracking our location. She's like, everyone's getting closer.
Everyone's almost here. And then when people thought it was time to leave, I was like, no, it's not.
I have a video. I have a video. My last video from the weekend is Savannah waving sad outside the window.
Out the window, looking through the curtain. No, I just don't
fun.
like to ever. I actually mean this seriously, and
You
I
don't
know
like
that
endings.
you believe this. Well, that for sure. But I actually really could like live physically together with my husband as well as friends.
I texted you that the other day.
I know.
I
He
said,
asked
should we
me.
just buy a compound and we can all
should
have
check-
like
I should
on
post that you
Nantucket?
said
We
that.
were looking at houses and we're like, this could be our compound.
He goes, I miss you. Can we move in together?
it was
And
like
I
$12
was
million,
probably like,
but-
with or without Alex and Jeremy.
Yeah, no, not them, just us.
No, but like if we lived together.
We
It
could
would
put
just
them in
be
the back.
So fun.
Yeah, no, it'd be great.
It would just be so fun all the time. Like, because just think about it. It's like Alex and I are obviously like we're married, but we're not always on the
Thanks
same
for
page.
clarifying.
We're not always, I just mean like, obviously like we get each other, but we're not always on the same page. He wants downtime. I want uptime. I could always be like with people.
Right.
And so it's like, he can go recharge.
He can go take a nap.
And then I can go find someone else on the compound
I'm the
who
someone
is
else.
ready to hang out.
It's gonna be like a cult.
Yeah.
There's no Kool-Aid.
I don't know. I don't think it's going to be like that. But it's going to be a lot of fun.
Join our cult.
I mean, I would be so into that. Like, I would actually do that.
I'm down. Like, I'm not even just saying that. We should start looking at real estate right now.
No, I know. But, and
Okay,
like,
so then-
also you travel so much. So, like, you would hardly even be there.
Yes, I would.
Okay, well, like.
Who's gonna take care of the crops?
Nah, not you. That's much we know
No.
for certain.
Jeremy, for certain. So then after the wedding of all weddings, it was so fucking fun.
So great. This
We
next
ended
part.
up. Okay,
We
so
ended
Jeremy and I were always going to this hotel called Lucerneuse, which we're going back to in a few weeks. We discovered this hotel because of their wedding. And
He had never been to Italy.
I had never been to Italy.
Like,
and
if
Savannah's like, you're gonna
if you're
love
listening
it.
to Eric's podcast, that means you're following Eric and you know about his life and how he is always traveling. And he had never been to Italy until 3 years ago
I
next
know,
month.
and this is the reason I've been to Italy
And
multiple
now
times.
you go all the time.
It's my favorite country.
Because it's the best place.
It is literally my favorite country in the world, truly. I mean, I haven't seen a lot of the world, so I can't speak to every place, but it's pretty good. So we were going to this place called Lucerneuse in Positano, and it's like very like chill and relaxed, and just like you go like dip in the ocean. And then talking to Savannah on the last night, we all went out like after the DJs gave up. And I'm like, where are you? Like, do we even talk about this? Like,
Is
where are
this
you?
really when we figured this out?
Yes. I'm like, where are you going after this? She goes, oh my God, we're going to Il Pelicano. Isn't that what it's
Yeah.
called? And then we're going to this place called La Serenus in Positano. My face went white. I'm like,
He's like, no, you're not.
no. I was like,
I
you
needed
can't.
sleep.
You can't.
See, are
I
you
was like,
serious about a compound?
I'm dead serious about a compound, but also dead serious about having locks on the doors. Savannah shows up at my honeymoon for her. And we had the.
By the way, we got married on Jeremy's birthday.
Yeah, it was so much fun.
And so we put a candle in his cacio e pepe.
As one does in
we
Italy.
did our whole dinner was just pasta, 3 different pastas. So his cacio e pepe. had a
Genius.
candle.
Honestly, who wants to eat like
Ew, like a dry chicken.
piece of meat?
Like I had at
No.
your wedding.
No.
Just kidding. I'm totally kidding. I don't remember what I ate at your wedding.
Who wants to eat chicken? I don't even remember.
No,
what we
actually, you had McDonald's at your wedding, which was awesome. I
we
will never
served
forget that.
McDonald's at the wedding because I'm a child.
Yeah, no, it was so good. Well, I mean, they had a real meal, but then on silver platters, they brought out McDonald's and everybody was dancing like night. It was amazing.
And I'm sure the people like that more than the actual food. I don't even remember. I think we had like crab cakes and.
Yeah, you had amazing food, obviously.
I would have
You built
killed
like a
for a
5-star
cacio e
restaurant on your front lawn.
Their wedding was still my favorite, including ours.
Honestly, I love it.
Here's the thing, like at your wedding, you can't like fully certain things like you think about like at weddings, and you're like you think of the one little thing throughout the whole night. And you're like, did this go wrong? Like, did people have fun? Was it hot? Was it cold? Was it humid? Like, was this happening? Did it rain? Like at your own wedding, and then at someone else's wedding, you just totally zone out and have the best time of your life. And their wedding, I was like. With so many of our good friends in Italy.
Yeah, it was a good group.
The best time.
That was a whole, well, some things went wrong. I mean, it was absolutely incredible. But like, first of all, it was very hot because we did a ton of candles.
No. You were hot. First of all,
he says he wasn't hot, but a lot of people were hot.
No.
But that's okay because people were dancing and having fun, and you just.
But also,
take
I
your
wasn't that
jackets
hot.
off
I think your adrenaline is like an all-time
Well, that's also
high
true,
on your
yeah.
wedding night. And Savannah
then
came up to me,
also-
she's like, "Is it hot in here? It's got to be hot." And I'm like, "I'm pretty comfortable, but do you want me to take my jacket off? Like, what are you implying?"
And then remember though also how because everybody actually stayed. I forget what the venue let us go till 3 or 4 in the morning.
It never ended. There are no laws in Italy.
Which is like not.
You can smoke
you know,
indoors.
usually, like if you're getting married, they're like it's at 10 p.m. and then you have to find somewhere for an after party that's maybe till like midnight or 1.
Yeah.
This was just like, oh no, it can go until 3 or 4. I was like, amazing. But every single person stayed.
No one left.
No one left,
We
and
couldn't.
so the car
Savannah wouldn't
thing
let us.
was a
She locked the door.
The cars were a problem because it had been like planned, which made logical sense initially. Like, starting at,
remember
midnight or 1 or whatever, they'll start cycling back. It was like, sprinter vans, like for a 20-minute drive or whatever. But there was no cycling going on because just everybody arrived when it ended at 4 in the morning on the front step. And so then people were like stranded in an Italian villa's front lawn, I think literally like until the sun came up with the
I
cars
don't remember
doing their
that. I
rotation.
got home peacefully.
You
at
probably
like
got
4.
on. You probably put yourself on one of the first shuttles.
I think I pushed someone off.
Yeah, it's very you.
I think
the
I
lifeboat
was like,
situation.
I was like,
you're taking it.
my foot. Can someone please?
Yeah, I'm injured. I must
I'm
get the first
injured.
car.
I purposely threw myself down a flight of stairs to get on that bus.
And then, oh my God, stop it. And then I showed up. He actually went. You showed up on my honeymoon.
Yeah, that's true.
And then
Did I?
the party continued on the honeymoon.
Yeah, we went to what's that place inside of that cave?
Music on the Rocks.
That was so fun.
It's so fun.
The videos from that are insane.
The videos of him and I dancing.
I think I
in
pulled my
this
neck.
club where he was just like and
I wasn't
it
even
was a
like
crazy
drunk.
night.
I was just so happy to be with friends in Italy.
Yeah.
Like,
And that was so fun, like, because
So
we had a
fun.
few days to ourselves first. And then when we met up with you there, it was like, oh, this is fantastic.
literally, what do I have to look
be on the
forward
trip.
to now? Get married again.
I know.
I mean, not to someone else. Renew your vows.
We have Taylor getting married to look forward to.
We better be invited to that wedding.
Well, I mean, we're not going to be, and I'm not even going to try
I
to.
like that you think I'm serious.
I'm not even going to try to think I'm going to be friends with her by that point. It'll be a future thing. But for right now, I am very happy for her.
No, I'm so happy for her. And by the way, yesterday was Savannah's birthday, and she did the announcement on Savannah's birthday.
That's what I was saying earlier, invisible string. Like later on when we are friends and I get to tell the story of how not only was it on my birthday and
Yeah.
my phone was blowing up because people were like, identify me.
But when
with
do you
Taylor
think
news.
the actual engagement
But I was
was?
taking a nap and the
Oh,
stress.
that's the craziest part.
The stress that I was under. So just like picture this. I hardly ever nap. And I also hardly am ever not at work at like 1 in the afternoon.
Yeah,
like
that's
I
why I
don't
was like, you're napping?
really always have to be there that late because I go in, at 5 in the morning. So like my day sometimes my day can end at like 11 or 12, but
Yeah.
more realistically I'm there till like 3, 4. And then sometimes I'm doing nightly. So I'm
Right.
there till like 7 p.m. So for me to be not at the office or
Unconscious.
taking a nap is like so unusual.
I know.
But it was my
her
birthday. Also, I never, even overnight, I sleep with a ringer on because
Right.
I'm in news. And like
Yeah.
it has happened several times where
there's breaking
you're getting
news
a
and
call.
you're-
I'm up not long after this anyway, but you'll get a call at 3 or 4 in the morning from the
Yeah.
Today Show being like, can you do the story for us? Sure. Or can you host the 9 a.m. at the
Yeah.
last minute? One of the other anchors is
Right.
out or whatever.
Yeah.
So like for me to sleep without, but because it was my birthday, I was getting calls.
God forbid she takes a nap.
Right. And it was kind of like we had a big weekend. I also went straight from my show to a shoot. And then I was like, I'm really tired. I was getting a migraine. I
You
was
also
like,
have
I'm taking
wild
a nap.
hours, so like you
Right.
deserve
But
a nap.
right. And like, whatever. I'm layering how insane
Yeah.
the whole thing was. So then because it's your birthday, right?
Yeah.
You're getting calls and texts nonstop. So I
Right, so
couldn't
she's
take a
ignoring
nap.
the call. She's
with
also
my ringer.
very good at prioritizing the calls that she wants to take.
Okay. And you're very much on the list. Don't even act like you're not. Don't even act like you're not.
Savannah can.
I am probably in my life speaking to you second to Alex. That is it.
More than your dad.
Yes.
I love that.
I mean,
Ron.
yeah. Well, I do talk to my dad a lot, but
Shout out to
he-
Ron.
You know,
Honestly, let's give Ron a shout out.
Ron.
Ron, if you're watching.
Ron
the
loves
best.
Eric and Jeremy very much.
And Eric and Jeremy love Ron.
Yeah.
And
no.
Patricia, by the way.
And they think
Patricia and
they
Ron
are coming
two of the funniest people
for
I've ever met.
Christmas.
I thought we were.
Yeah, okay. I'm just telling you that they're like making arrangements.
On the record, we're planning on coming for Christmas.
Okay, great. On the record, I'm
Yeah.
happy to hear it.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was taking a nap. Is the long story short. I wake up because I put my phones on silent because I couldn't take a nap because I was getting calls and texts because it was my birthday, and I should have done something where I like
Also,
set up.
why didn't was Alex home?
No, he was at the office.
Oh,
but no,
see,
I
I was
wake
texting
up. So you guys,
Alex.
I'm taking a nap, okay? Which I never do. And it's my birthday. So I know I'm going to wake up and have like, happy birthday. But amongst calls and texts, I'm like, I have kind of like a lot of phone calls from work. Like, what is happening? The net desk gets called, like the people that call when they need you to get on television.
Right,
My
like something
literal
important.
boss,
Yeah.
multiple calls. And then I start realizing that all the texts I have are not just happy birthday. They're, oh my God, are you okay? Are you alive? Like, oh my God. And then it devolves into like, can somebody pulse check Savannah? And then I'm like, seriously, what's happening? And I like couldn't get through. Like I was wading through so much.
I mean,
like,
I
crap.
texted you like 8 times.
No, and everybody, including you, what you were doing, just like other people, you were texting me, and then you were also texting in our group with our husbands,
Yeah,
and then you're
because
also
Alex is like, she's asleep. And
yeah,
I'm
so
like,
then Alex is texting me in that,
What?
and then Alex is texting me individually, and then Alex is texting me in our family chat. It's just like everybody was also trying to get to me through all these methods. I had missed calls from Alex on both phones, also unusual. I'm like, this, because I have 2 phones, both on silent. Both getting the Instagram notification that I didn't know about. And then I wake up and it was just like a whammy of like the craziest news that I would care about. Also your birthday and also work. I mean, they literally were calling me to cover it on Nightly last night and I like missed the call. Like that is like not something I have ever done in my whole life.
No, I know. She texted me. She's like, I can't believe this is what I missed. Like,
Yeah.
of all things, like, that is arguably, not even arguably, that is the biggest news in Taylor Swift's life
Right.
that has been
But also
announced. And
in
you
my
slept during it.
parasocial like relationship mind, I'm like, well, I shouldn't be like reporting on our engagement, you know? Cause
Yeah,
I'm
no,
like,
I get it. Because you're going to be at the wedding.
yeah.
We're manifesting that. Life's all about manifestation.
It's just like, could you imagine if she just like sent us some of the sourdough?
I could not.
She said she's having her friends test it out. She's like texting like, well, would you taste test my sourdough? Like,
Well, I know that she's
I will
watching
taste
this.
test your sourdough.
Let's-
You know she's seen us.
Oh, that's the craziest part. I met someone last week at Hotel Ducat, and he was like, I have it on very good authority. He works for an ad agency. I have very good authority. I worked with her on, I'm not going to say any more information than this. I worked with her on XYZ campaign, and before the campaign, we showed her social sentiment, and he was like, kind of like confused about it. He's like, the video, she saw this video of you. You're like in a car, and there's like someone in the back seat with like another guy, and like obviously your husband's in the front seat, and you're singing Taylor
Alex,
Swift.
Jeremy.
She loves that video, and she has seen the video, and she loves the video. And I was like, I heard this on my birthday, so that was my birthday present. You got an engagement. I was like, you have no idea. This is the best birthday present I could have ever asked for. Knowing that Taylor Swift, I mean, she's liked my videos, but I'm like, is it Taylor? Like, I don't know that she's running her own socials.
No, I think it like is her.
I hope it's her.
Because
Taylor.
you know when she like, we call it Taylor, like when she's Taylor King.
Yeah.
When she like starts liking and when she like would really do that on Tumblr and stuff like
But
that.
she did it a lot early.
Yeah.
Eras Tour on TikTok. She reposted
Right.
me on TikTok once.
Yeah.
And the number of comments on that video, they're like, Taylor reposted, Taylor reposted, Taylor. I mean, like, it's crazy. Point being, we
But
like
see,
Taylor
the
Swift.
point being, she likes us.
Loves us.
Yeah.
Honestly, just talk about Taylor and our lives for the rest of eternity. Honestly, that's why we're gonna move into a bunker together.
While you have me, should I like interview you so they know more about you? Like, what's a regular day in your life, Eric?
Well, I wake up comfortably when my body wakes me. This week has been crazy. It depends when I have campaigns. It depends when I have showings, because like I also do work in real estate, and like that's gonna pick up a lot more in the fall because I have some listings coming up, which is gonna be fun. But like the campaigns are something that have truly picked up, and they're like cool campaigns. Like I was just at the US Open with like a really awesome brand. I was with Cadillac. So like I'm doing like really cool stuff. There's always like 3 or 4 videos that I'm like editing for brands, not for like my own socials. So like I'll do edits, then doing the edits on the podcast, obviously. I don't know. It's weird. Like I feel like content creators, people say like, oh, they like don't really have a job. Like it doesn't fill up like their day. Like my week is full.
Shout out to Ron again.
Ron.
My dad is always like, because he follows them religiously, and he's always like, I don't understand. Where are they right now? They're always somewhere. I don't understand. Or if I'm
Yeah,
like,
we like to keep it moving.
yeah, but you really do.
I don't like to be still. We flew from the south of France to New York. We went to the Mayhem Ball on Friday. We were literally in New York for one night. We landed at 5 o'clock. The Mayhem Ball was at 8. We woke up the next morning.
You landed at 5 p.m. and it was at 8 p.m.
Yes. I got home at like 6:30.
Yeah, that's stressful.
And it's like 30 minutes to Madison Square Garden. She goes on at 8:40. Went to the
He would know.
concert. I would know now. Went to the concert. Came home. Woke up the next morning, went to Nantucket for a wedding. We had a wedding on Saturday night. Sunday, we packed up the house because we were leaving. And then Monday, we drove home. And like this week has been crazy. I had the US Open yesterday. Then I had the Gaga concert.
You poor thing. He's
Yeah,
so
like
busy.
nothing is like, oh,
He's so
have to
busy
do
with
that.
the concert.
The only thing that was like, obviously like a brand thing was the US Open, which I killed for that. I was like, oh my God, this is literally one of the coolest things I've ever been invited to.
Right. No, that's awesome.
It was sick.
Wait, I have a suddenly burning question that I haven't asked even
Oh my God, are you okay?
in the last 3 hours I've been here. Where's Jeremy?
Who?